Hey everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. On this video, we're going to be doing the task, the Nexus Exchange, which we can pick up from the Initiative Ambassador on Aya. So, we need to get back to Aya. Okay, and that's the Oneon system. And Aya. Skip this animation. Okay, and I suppose we can fast travel to the market. That'll be slightly faster. So right here. And up to the embassy. No conversation there. Normally they're talking.
I read through your reports. How long till the Angara allows civilian visitors?
I'm working on it. For now, all visits to Aya must have an official purpose.
We'll discuss this later.
Pathfinder, what can I do for you?
Future plans.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
Initiative visitors.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Your work.
How are things going? Anything else I can do to help out?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
Goodbye.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Okay, and there's our new task, the Nexus Exchange. Director Tan has suggested strengthening ties between the Initiative and Aya by following Angaran volunteers to live, by allowing Angaran volunteers to live on the Nexus. Several Angara have expressed interest, and Ambassador Riala has tasked you with interviewing each candidate. Speak to Salro, Uralt, and Hellroll. Okay, so let's go to that middle one first. I can show you them on the map. There's one in the market, There's one in the museum, and there's another at the docking bay. So we'll go to the one at the market first, then the museum, then at the dock.
Pathfinder.
Whatever you're making, I have something to help.
Yeah, really loved it.
So why didn't anyone take it?
Look at it carefully.
Oh, that's much too small. Who even wore them?
You're one of Ambassador Reala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
That's up to you, or use technology. That's up to you.
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
One down. Let's go to the one in the museum. And while we're here, let's look at these two exhibits. This one is the Milky Way System exhibit, translated from Selesh. Located millions of light years across dark space, the Milky Way galaxy is the origin of our newest Helios residents. Though smaller and darker than Andromeda, the Milky Way is home not only to species we've met, but also to countless sentient life forms. From the graceful Hanar to the powerful Elcor, dozens of unique species coexist, making the Milky Way a cultural and social melting pot. The Ket exhibit, translated from Selesh. First contact with the Ket varied among our homeworlds. While the Ket sought to confuse Havarl with silence, they murdered the ambassador on Vold. They turned our worlds against each other, and took advantage of the confusion and chaos. It's important for us all to learn from this moment in history, and to present a united front in the face of adversity.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Reala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating, and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
You bet, or there are no guarantees. You bet.
They wouldn't let me on Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to satisfy my family. I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
So picky. Oh well, we don't need her. Let's see if we can get the last person. So, fast travel here. And they're over there working on that ship.
This isn't as large as the last delivery, is it?
Lava flows hit a few fields, so production has been slower this month. His fuel line was supposed to get scratched up.
Not according to him.
You're actually afraid to say his name. It's Ephra.
Shh. So loud.
Ephra. Your shuttle's ready. Stop, you heard me?
He hears everything.
Ambassador Reala said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer. I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
Sure.
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
Well, 2 out of 3. That seems pretty good. And that task is completed. I got my experience, although it's not showing completed. But there it goes. It was just being slow. Alright, so is there anything else I want to do? My skills are all up to date. My inventory has been managed. No, I think we're all set. Oh, look at my beautiful Tempest. Fantastic looking. Alright, so we are all done here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.